All right, welcome back, everybody. This is the Schulte Strong channel. We are going to be doing a series on some joint health, some mobility, strength, how you can use a partner for it. Sam, this is his specialty. He is a professional massage, yoga instructor, as well as many other categories of, I don't even know what we want to call it, health enthusiast and specialist. But he's going to work on me because I've been having some messed up shoulders. So we're going to work our way down from shoulders all the way down to our ankles. And he's going to show us how to do it. And I'm going to be the dummy for today, and I'm pretty good at that.
Welcome. So one of the things that's popular these days, and it's been popular as a primary warm-up for literally thousands of years, and that's joint mobility, sometimes known as CARs, controlled articular rotations, plural. And the idea is, and again, using Forrest, and we can do this together, we're going to do controlled shoulder circles. Let's do backwards, right? So he and I are both doing this under our own power. Let's go forward, right? So these would be active, meaning we're doing the work. But one of the things to think about, especially if you've had some trauma to the shoulder, you're recovering from shoulder surgery, is to do what's called passive. And so we're going to do passive now. So Forrest is just going to relax his shoulder. Let's turn a little more towards the camera. He's going to keep his muscles completely relaxed. I'm, as his therapist, going to take his shoulder in circles. Notice how I'm grabbing here. So I'm holding the knee of the deltoid with one hand. I'm coming right between the deltoid and the pec with this other hand, and I'm pinching in, and then I can move the shoulders. Don't help me. I can move. He's helping me too much. I can move the shoulder up, back, and down. Okay? So this would be considered passive joint mob. Okay, so I want to show you now what's called facilitated. And facilitated has two subcategories, assisted and resistive. And assisted is Forrest and I working the same direction. So this is to build range of motion. And this is for me to say he's got a misfiring trap that at a certain place in his range of motion becomes, say, spastic or grips a little bit. I can work to, and you can see me pinching the trap with one finger, levator with the other. I can slide down to the tine of the supraspinatus. Okay, and now we're going to show you resistive. So Forrest is going to keep going back, and as he goes back, I try to roll his shoulder forward. So we're working against each other, hence resistive. Now this is assisted or facilitated joint moves. That you need to do this with your therapist, your athletic trainer, your trainer. Good, and relax. Now look at his range of motion. First, look at these two sides of his body. Notice there's more relaxation through that right side. But go ahead and just roll your right shoulder.
Oh my God, light as a feather. And you can see both.
Okay, and real quick, I'm just going to demonstrate that again on his left shoulder. Scoot over just a little. Better? Good? Okay. So just passive. So we're doing passive. So he's just chilling like a mad villain. He is kind of helping me a little bit. But
trying not to.
He's trying not to.
I've never been good at relaxing.
Okay, now we're going to move in the same direction. Okay, and now he's going to continue moving in this direction, and I'm going to start giving resistance in the opposite direction. So I'm trying to roll that shoulder forward as he's rolling it back. Now, obviously, this can be done the other rotation. We're just not going to do it today, but you can. Good, relax. Okay, go both. And let's go forward. Good. How's that feel?
Oh, good.
Okay, so important that when you're doing your joint mobs, you go from proximal to distal, meaning shoulder, elbow, wrist, neck, thoracic spine, lower back, hip, knee, ankle, right? So keeping that in mind, we're now going to continue to work with the shoulder joint, but we're also going to include the elbow joint. So an example of that is keeping this bend in the arms and rolling. Let your wrists here be loose. Okay, and reverse.
Oh, that is weird.
Okay, watch as he does this. You see he's got some minor impingement issues going on in the shoulder. It makes it hard for him to relax his trap and do this movement. And I'll just kind of show you the difference in myself versus Forrest, so I can keep that shoulder down more easily. But it's okay, this is a new exercise for him. Okay, now we'll focus on wrists.
I like this.
And we're gonna do this resistive as well. So I'll show you guys a good one that you can do with yourself is to link hands and resist one hand with the other hand. One thing that helps to imagine is like you're holding a stick and you're swinging that stick in a circle. And then imagine also that that stick is turned upside down and you're swinging it in a circle.
Stirring the pot.
Stir in the pot. And then change.
Wow.
There you go. So he's providing his own resistance. It's one limb versus another limb. Good, and rest. And let's just shake them out. Okay, with fingers, toes, shaking in general, very important part of both warm-ups and joint mobs. But because it's spastic, spasmodic, it doesn't really have a name, right? So you can call it freaking out. Whatever you want, just get crazy, like shake your limbs.
The shoulder shake.
Shoulder shake.
There you go.
Let it all out, let it all out. Are these controlled movements? No. They're kind of what you would do if you just need to like shake something off.
Get off your desk and or get on your desk.
Or get on your desk. Stand on top of it.
We're all working at home anyways, it's fine. No one's doing
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Let your knees get wobbly on purpose. There you go. Shake your legs out. Shake your limbs out.
Like you just kind of peed a little bit while you're doing that and you get it out of your pants. I did.
Okay, so an important point to these two is I love the fact that the modern Western scientific community gets a hold of these movements that have been literally used for thousands of years prior to our overly descriptive age. And they were known as other things. Like an example is Qigong. A lot of these movements come from Qigong. Completely predates whoever came up with the idea of cars, right? And it also came before cars.
Long time.
A long time ago. This is adjunct to yoga, right? And so I'm just going to insert my little piece of how I've taken and married some of these Western, quote unquote, Western concepts with Eastern concepts, understanding that the Eastern concepts came first, and that for us to modernize them, we have to describe them in our own language so that it fits into practice, right? All practice. But what is the difference, right, between like, say, yoga and stretching or joint mobs and Qigong? It's intention, right? It's this idea of unifying mindfulness and movement and connecting with yourself and with the rest of your environment on a deep spiritual level. And no matter what you're doing, you can be doing that if that intention is there. So I know we all do what I call hygienic exercise, right? It's like brushing your teeth. But sometime at some point, engage yourself at a much higher level where you're like, I'm going to put my mind, body, heart, and soul into each step, into each breath, into each hold of a movement, into each shoulder circle, right? Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. So we're going to move on with our joint mobs, but kind of think of that as you practice, and I'd love to hear your experiences. So if you're out doing these things, say you got your eyes closed, you're standing in the sun, you're doing some shoulder circles, and you're thinking, wow, I'm doing cars. And then all of a sudden you have this deep spiritual awakening. You just happen to be at the right place at the right time, doing the right thing to light it up. So go into those experiences, tell me your experiences, tell me your comments, write them in the comments below. If you want to know more about these things, I'm a bit mystical at times, so.
It's all right. He's been through a lot.
That being said, we're going to transition into some spinal twists, which any given day, you wake up in China and you go out to your park, local square, or whatever, you'll see people doing this exercise. One of my favorite in the sense that it mobilizes the spine in rotation. And there's a lot that you can do and a lot you can add on. So we'll just get it going. One thing as you're doing this is start light. Think that your arms are wet noodles. Use your hips. And again, if you're going more for an internal practice, you can just close your eyes. Feels nice, feels good. And you'll hear me say that, or say this a lot on the channel, and that is, know what it feels like from the inside. And that goes for everything. Your exercise, your diet, your mindfulness practice. Know what it feels like from the inside. Okay, so with this, you can strike different parts on your body. So right now I'm hitting the traps, get a nice trap release. You can come to the outside of a shoulder. You can hit in traditional Chinese medicine what's called your lung point, which is about where the brachial plexus, nerve plexus is. You can whack around your lower back, wake up some kidney chi.
I think we should get into back health, move our way down throughout the next series of videos.
And that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so one of my favorite back health exercises is super simple, hula hooping without a hula hoop. So hands on the hips. And like you're hula hooping, oh yeah. Okay, we might sell these on the channel at some point, but if you're listening out there and you have yet to try a weighted hula hoop, they're freaking fun. Mm-hmm. And they're actually easier to learn than those really light hula hoops because you can get them going to get some momentum. Great workout. We'll do a show on them.
Okay, I'm down.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, I want to try it.
We'll wear colorful costumes.
I'm down.
Okay, let's reverse. Okay, one thing that's kind of fun here is to project the circle. Project that circle. Oh, little Macarena.
Oh yeah.
Feels good, feels nice. Okay, you want to isolate the low back?
Sure. How do we do that?
Okay, so this other one, lumbar mobility. For me, it comes from China, it comes from Qigong, but this is sometimes considered a belly dancing move.
I like belly dancing.
Okay, so we're going to place one hand, back of the hand on the low back. The other hand is going to come just below the navel. And you lightly put your middle finger in the navel. There you go. So we're going to move in the direction our fingertips are pointing. So that'll be to the right. So you bend the knees and try to isolate the low back. Now, if you're practicing this in a room full of people, sometimes it helps not to make eye contact.
Or definitely you should make eye contact.
Or definitely make eye contact.
I'd make eye contact.
If you get these circles down smooth, so smooth, it'll be, you are the dance. Yes. The dance king. Oh yeah. This makes my left knee, my bad left knee pop. But for some weird reason, it hurts so good.
Okay, all right.
Okay, we're going to reverse direction by reversing our hands. And now we're going to go the opposite. Oh, yeah.
I just like picking my belly button in general, so this is kind of nice. I've had that since birth.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a navel picker.
Yeah. It's where your primal energy came from.
All right, I'm primal.
Oh, okay, close your eyes.
Okay.
Experience it from the inside out. Inside out. Oh, yeah. Okay, rest. All right, we can continue to move down our bodies. Let's do knees. Important point here, guys, and I can't drive this home more because, one, I have bad knees, so does Forrest. Same knees.
Bad knees.
The other is having ignored this part of the practice and then doing this practice with this tube thing added in, it's night and day difference. So you see my index finger, middle finger, those are to either side of my kneecap. I'm going to grip the bottom edge of the kneecap right on either side of the patella tendon and pull up. As you can see, as I pull up, my upper back becomes involved in the movement. I'm now going to bring my feet closely together, knees closely together, and you're going to make small, tight little circles with the straight back, but straight back and balanced feet, meaning I'm feeling the balance in my feet the whole time. Could I be doing this on a skateboard? Yep. Will we shoot a video with me doing it on my soon-to-come Miles Phantom Pro? Maybe.
Just order that thing months in advance, man.
Yeah. We will do a video on the Miles Phantom Pro, maybe some kettlebell electric skateboard combinations.
That sounds dangerous.
Sounds genius. Reverse.
I'm into it. You can try it first. I'll let you.
Okay, guys. So step out wide now. Same concept. We're going to go from in to out first. In to out. Yeah, there you go. Okay, out to in.
I feel like I'm doing a funky dance.
You're doing a funky dance. Good. Alrighty. Ankle mobility and balance work. I don't normally lift my leg this high, but I am today. It's hard to do in tight jeans.
Whoa, buddy.
Whoa. Whoa.
Then you can just grab a partner for balance because they need it at the moment.
I should have warmed my balance up beforehand.
Well, that's okay. Every little thing is gonna be all right.
Okay, switch.
Oh.
And okay, I should have taken off my feet, but when you're doing these circles,
off your feet?
No, take it off my shoes to show you my foot.
Okay,
that's what I was trying to say.
I got you.
So watch for his feet. Flare your feet. Flare your toes.
Oh.
Okay, and make some circles.
Oh.
Okay, now make fists out of your toes and make circles. Feel how that feels different?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, really important that you do both. So when you fan your feet out, you're stretching the extensors of the foot as it goes through its full range of motion. And you roll your toes under and make fists with your toes. You're stretching the flexors, or you're activating the flexors here. Well, you're doing both. So you want to do both. Really, really important.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do just one last one, round out this video today, give you something to completely warm up your body with. So we're gonna do an ankle circle, but watch, I'm gonna initiate the movement from my hip. So I'm on the ball of my foot, creating this, exactly, hip circle. So over the years, teaching this in a group setting, I've always just called it the Elvis.
Or the stanky leg.
Okay, really good, by the way, and I'm gonna start to use some terms. Closed chain, hip, knee, ankle mobility. Closed chain because I'm pushing the ball of my foot down into the ground. So any pressure that I push down is going up my bones equivalently. So one of the things that helps here, go ahead and reverse.
Started.
Oh, you reversed without me?
I did.
One of the things to focus on here is this idea of putting more force down, right? So like you're trying to stand just on this leg. Okay, let's switch.
Doesn't feel as good when you got shoes on, I realized.
Yeah, this is much better done barefoot. We'll do a whole other longer episode on feet.
We have a foot fetish.
Bit of a foot fetish. I got weird feet, I'll show you. But it becomes more of an issue as you get older. So for the younger people in the audience, like, well, this guy's talking about feet. You get old enough, you'll know.
Yeah. Feels like as a difference for me, I can feel this. This one feels like a foot coffin, and this one feels nice and fresh.
Okay, reverse. Oh yeah. So again, I'm initiating from here. Oh yeah. Good rest. Okay, might as well take the other shoe off.
Well, fine, man. I just wanted to show the difference. Now it's gonna look shorter than you. It's gonna make the public think I'm short. Oh wait, I am.
Okay, so again, we'll do a whole video later on feet. How do you feel now?
I feel loose. I can feel.
You feel ready?
Feel ready for my workout that's soon to be today.
Okay, another important point about this. Granted, we ran through things kind of fast. You want to give yourself as long as you need to warm your body up when you're doing these exercises. So we blasted through this kind of quick. However, 10-20 minutes where you start when you're doing all these, and you'll see me do this a lot. This is the classic bell curve, right? So this is also the intensity of your work in these exercises. Start off slow, start to build your intensity, start to use more energy, and then do the opposite, and that is start to drop the energy, start to lower the amount of effort you're using, and then end soft. And that's pretty classic in the mind-body system. This idea of ramping up intensity to this smooth peak and then bring it softly back down. And softly will kind of give a little bit of turn to, and that is the idea of ease or gracefulness, not only in how you move visually, but how your muscles feel, right? Where the weight of the muscle relaxing actually moves into the flow. And again, topic for another video.
Yes, and we will break each of one of these joint exercises down later in a shorter clip. So if you want to watch just a single one, you will have that later, I promise.
And like I said, we'll do a separate foot video. We're going to do a separate hand video. We'll do a separate head, neck, and shoulder video. Also to come, we're going to do isometrics, which is just muscle contractions, aka flexing.
Yep.
So, and flexing is a great warm up. It's a great cool down. It can be interspersed through joint moves. So we'll cover that at a later topic. If you haven't yet, hit the like, hit the subscribe, mash those buttons, send us fan mail and gifts. We like gifts.
Christmas coming early.
Exactly. We love you.
Or late.
Schultz is strong, signing out.